Okay, so in today's update about JasmyCoin, I want to check out this part of the price action and see what is going on in here. And I am actually seeing some optimistic signs indicating that maybe in the short term, we are going to have some more moves on the upside. And when we get this, at that point, we are going to make new videos. For now, the focus of today's video is just going to be on this move up and see whether we are going to get it or not. So with that said, hi everyone, welcome back. I hope you are having a great time with your family and loved ones. And as you can see, once more, we are back at this important level. And I think it goes without saying that if you want to be optimistic in an ideal scenario, you do not want to see JasmyCoin getting a break of this important support, which I believe it was from daily time frame, and you want to see a very strong reaction off of this level. Now, in the short term on daily time frame, what is going on? I think this is a beautiful bullish candlestick pattern called hammer. Now, in a hammer, you need to see in the previous candle a red one, and then if the body of the hammer is going to be green, that's going to be a great sign. And you also need to wait a bit more and see a green candlestick next, and we are definitely having that. So I think it's safe to say that this is indeed a bullish pattern, indicating that in Jasmy we may see a move up in the short term. Do we have some more optimistic signs? The answer is actually yes. Let's go on H4 time frame. So what do we see in here between the lows? This is a low, the other one is a lower low, but in RSI, we are having a low, the other one is a higher low, meaning this is a beautiful bullish divergence. And also in momentum, in MACD, you are also able to find a bullish divergence, indicating that this move down, at least in the short term, is indeed coming to an end. Now, here's a very important point for you. Usually, if these divergences are going to be a strong bullish signs, and as a result of them, we are going to have some good moves, okay, you are also able to identify some bullish divergences when you go on some lower time frames. So this was on H4. Let's go on H1 time frame and see, do we have also the same deal or not? Okay, as you can see, the answer is absolutely yes. And now in MACD between EMAs, we are also having bullish divergences. Let's go on 30-minute time frame. Do we have that? Absolutely. This is a low, the other one is a higher low. The same goes with MACD. And I think I checked out 15-minute time frame. Yes, absolutely. We are also having a bullish divergence on 15-minute chart. So to me, this is a very strong optimistic sign, suggesting in Jasmy we are going to have some more moves up in the short term. And hopefully this is going to be kind of a strong move. You see, I don't really care about this specific move up. I care about the shape of it, and if you're gonna have an impulse, that is going to be excellent. Now, do we have some more optimistic signs? I think so, yes. In case that you are a new viewer, you should know that for me, if I want to say that, for example, right around here, we are going to have some sort of a low, I need to be able to find off of the lowest low in this region, a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wave impulsive structure up. Now, let's go on the live chart and see, can we identify an impulse or not? The answer is yes. I think this is a wave 1 to about here, and then probably I would say an A, B, C in form of an expanded flat into wave 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wave up to around here or here, not really important, into wave 3, correction for 4, another beautiful strong move up into wave 5, and also followed by that, I do think either from here to about this point or maybe to around here, we are having a correction structure. Why is that? Because this is kind of a slow and choppy move down. Let's measure timing wise and compare to the previous moves. How long did it take for us to have, let's say, this move to about here, about 105 candlesticks. On the other hand, as you can see, in around 80 candlesticks, we had this big move up. So to me, this suggests, despite having way more than enough time, bears in this phase at least do not really have a whole lot of power, which means we can expect at least another move up in JasmyCoin. And in terms of how strong that move is going to be, unfortunately, at the moment, I don't really have a good answer for you, but I think a 10 to 15% move up is easily accessible. Why is that? Because in H4 time frame, when this move down happened, it was a bit too fast, and as a result of it, right around, I believe it was 1.4 cents, we created a very clear gap. And you know my stance on these things. I believe gaps 95+% of the time are going to get filled. So if we are going to have a move up in Jasmy, makes perfect sense to say that this area is going to be a likely target for it, and hopefully it's going to be just the first target for it. And after reaching to about here, we are going to continue this uptrend and then reach to about this unbelievably important region from weekly and daily time frame at the same time. Now, at the moment, if you want to have more confidence about the next move up happening in Jasmy, okay, I guess you can wait just a little bit more and see, are we going to confirm a potential bullish head and shoulder structure? When can we say this is confirmed? When we get a break of the neckline, sorry about that, where's it? Okay, right around this area, which is about, let's say, 1.3 cents. So if we get a break of the neckline, at that point we can say this pattern is confirmed, and once more we can go according to the target of this head and shoulder structure to somewhere around 1.4, hopefully about 1.5 cents. So let's have our final conclusion and wrap up today's update about Jasmy. I think we can consider a bearish scenario indicating that we may have maybe like an A, B, C, D, E, a triangle in here, and then we are going to have another move down. But based on the signs that I'm seeing at the moment, that's not really going to be my primary case. In my primary scenario, in the short term at least, I can tell you that we are going to have another move up because number one, we are having an impulse in here, and this move down is kind of choppy, suggesting this might be a correction. And what's going to happen next if this is in play? Well, we are going to have another move up. And number two, in terms of indicators, in RSI and MACD at the same time, in many different time frames, we are having bullish divergences between the previous lows. And in terms of candlestick patterns, in daily time frame, we are having a confirmed hammer, which is a great sign because it happened right around this important support region from daily time frame. So when you put these signs together, you can't really help but think maybe in JasmyCoin in the short term, we are going to have another move up. Does this mean at the moment I'm going to call this point our final low? No, not really. Let's get this move up and pay attention to the shape of this thing. And I think we can argue maybe this is going to be like a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But even this is not going to be enough. No, after we get this move on the upside in Jasmy, I want to see what's going to happen next. Are we going to start a very strong move down in order to take this low, which in this case, well, okay, you are going to see me, unfortunately, in Jasmy, we are still bearish and we may go down and take this low down here about 1.1.5 and potentially even the lowest low in here around 1.1 cents. On the other hand, if instead of a very strong move down, we get some sort of a slow and choppy move in form of a corrective movement, okay, that's going to be a great sign suggesting we may see even another move up in JasmyCoin. And at that point, you might see me saying, look, in Jasmy, this might be like a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8 impulsive structure indicating probably the bottom is in. Ultimately, if you do not want to be involved in any kind of short-term price action, I would like to suggest to just wait a bit more and see in this whole process, are we going to get back above this important region from daily and weekly time frame at the same time, which the higher band of it is about, let's say, 1.5 cents. Why is this so important? Because if we manage to get back above here, this shows that bulls are indeed having at the moment the upper hand, and above this area, not a whole lot of strong resistances exist. So from here, I'm thinking at that point, if we do this, we can expect JasmyCoin to go for another 40 to potentially even 60% move on the upside. But for now, let's not talk about these types of price action right around these highs. Let's just take everything step by step and focus on the next move, which I'm hoping that is going to be on the upside. And then, okay, we will see where we go from there. So I hope I explained everything well and you understood what is going on in JasmyCoin. Anyway, If you found any value in my content, I would really appreciate if you like this video and consider subscribing to my channel and follow me on Twitter. And if you want more, maybe you want a complete analysis for your own specific crypto, or maybe you want to learn some decent TA in order to be able to make good money in the markets, you can become a member and ask me anything you want. And until the next update, I hope you have a wonderful time with your family and loved ones. Goodbye.